What? I'm getting a Fortnite ad? Is this Daniel playing Fortnite?
Man, fuck this guy, he working with my patience, it's loud. Man, he treating his boys like they built on him, shit is foul. And I'ma put respect where it is due, but never on you. When the space between your legs she sitting ain't got no truth. So Albert, let me start this off by saying, while you displaying my boy Daniel, you up the scale just weighing up the moon. Ain't got food, let's talk about that time that you viewed everything else but your girl, that include all the gothic bitches saved in your likes, and it proves that your antisocial tendencies have never improved. And with all due respect, you've got what you wanted, but as time will pass, you'll wonder why she's yet responded. You like them little, as if you're looking for diamonds, or you like relatability, or you'll just deny it. He wanna be the Sigma, you can tell he is trying. You've gone too soft, the old you is dying. Now look at you, you still wanna be notable. After all these years, you're still antisociable. I know I made that word up, you can call me a wizard. You walking with the facts and you leave me undelivered. How your girl gonna call you a man when you're more like a woman? Steady 5'5" as little guy tells all of us that he's mad. Like you saying if you can, but still acting like a fan. Man, shut the fuck up and put respect towards your dad. Yeah, I said what I said. Short as fuck, she gotta lay down to give head. Or maybe y'all just go to Spencer's talking to the sex toy vendor, telling him her mans don't work no more, low dispenser. So fucking pissed when I asked for news, you rejected me. But guess what? I gotta go be dancing on the beat. Merry fucking Christmas to my little fag friend. He got himself a girl, roll the credits, the end. Is it really the end, or would you wanna be like them? As if you would Nick procreated or secretly like men. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you gotta tell your girl. Oh wait, you're the submissive one, I thought it was her. And you're worse than the bird, end up looking like a nerd. As dumb as Bingleton Coochie Smeller the third. You remember this flow, or you're just slow. Not surprised by the amount of road down your throat. My boy hasn't grown, short ass bones. DIY C-section while grinding on the phone. I remember used to swore back in grade 4, and now I'm popping faggots on a track, they want more. You gotta do your chores on her ass, you adored, cause she with a man who to this day probably watches porn. Everything you do and everything you say just makes you think you're crazy in every sort of way. I actually forgot when we said you need to stay. No one wants you on this planet, you should just go away. Albert can suck my dick. You're not a pit. It's fine, he won't mind looking for a dime. Is that a purse while being in the same group as Brian's? I'm stunting still, not standing still. My pockets filled with 100 bills. Don't ever disrespect the ethic, you lack all in skill. Yo, move it. He's checking the item shop, he be slouching while she crouching. What if Fortnite were a thing she allowing? How you got your whole entire friend group towering? Now the hamster left his ball and he's stuck with all them calls. Little passenger princess you can see walking down the hall, spending all them funds, and you wanna call daddy, yeah he broke. So it's finally time that you let the grown-ups in the joke. I remember used to swore back in grade 4, and now I'm popping faggots on a track, they want more. You gotta do your chores on her ass, you a thorn, cause she with a man who to this day probably watches porn. Everything you do and everything you say just makes you think you're crazy in every sort of way. I actually forgot when we said you need to stay. No one wants you on this planet, you should just go away. Albert can suck my dick. You know that you're not a pit. Little gate, going back to the tracks to the path that I did. Calamity, so friggin' thick. Did you just see my flick? Saying you need to switch, but I think they did. I remember used to swore back in grade 4, and now I'm popping faggots on a track, they want more. You gotta do your chores on her ass, you a thorn, cause she with a man who to this day probably watches porn. Everything you do and everything you say just makes you think you're crazy in every sort of way. I actually forgot when we said you need to stay. No one wants you on this planet, you should just go away.